Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on you sexy bitches? And all you other jealous fucks out there? Is I, your tribal god extreme, back at you again with the final video of 2024. You had to make your wait. But the final video of 2024, it is Christmas Eve, December the 31st, 2024. Thank you all for watching my final video of 2024, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Crappy New Year! 9. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in hell, otherwise known as my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. So show your love and support on those channels. Leave a comment on any one of my videos on those respective channels, including this video. But don't leave stupid comments, because you're going to be sent back to 2024, smacked violently, and then get sent to the Shadow Realm, all in the span of a year. You'll be sent to the Shadow Realm, where Satan will eat your soul for a lifetime. So don't do that. If you want to act like a schmuck, then you gotta get treated as such. So, you don't like it? You don't like getting blocked and getting hidden or whatever? Then go cry to your mama, little baby bitch. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's 2024. Slap that fucking thing around. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video, because if you miss anything, well, you're pretty much stuck in 2024, and you're pretty much SOL, and you better know what that means going into 2025. That's it. You don't know what SOL means? For the love of God, look it up. But if you have a problem looking that up, you need to get slapped in the fucking face too. So, but it is what it is, and that's that. And if you're brand new here, or you're going to be subscribing in the new year, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a cold one, this one, or a beer, whatever you're going to be drinking tonight and in the new year. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. And if you like it, great. You know, go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is New Year's Eve 2024, but for some other people, it's already New Year's Day. So, to everybody in Russia, the Ukraine, my good friends in the Ukraine, to Japan, to China, all the way down to Australia, mate. Happy New Year to you, and pretty much in Italy. Well, actually, in Italy, it's pretty much New Year's Day in Italy. So happy New Year to all my great paisans and the women as well. I don't know what you call a woman paisan. I guess you can call them paisans too. So, to all my paisans in Italy, Happy New Year. It'll be New Year's in that dump of a country in England in about 15 minutes. So, Happy New Year to you fuckers! And pretty much 5 hours and 15 minutes and change here in the Northeast. It'll be New Year's Day. It'll be 2025. We got Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve with that schmuck that celebrates a birthday with me, God forbid. I don't know why, but he does celebrate a birthday with me, Lemmy, Chris Hero, and Jesus Christ the Lord. And that's Ryan Seacrest. He's gonna usher in 2025 with the annual Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve, and nobody gives a fuck who's performing. I pretty much don't care, because everybody's gonna get soaking wet tonight. It's supposed to be raining in the next few hours. So, if you're in Times Square, I hope you brought an umbrella. If not, you're fucked. You're gonna be soaking wet going on the train or wherever you're coming from. You're fucked. Gonna be a rainy day tomorrow, pretty much tonight until a little bit of tomorrow. Then it gets cold as fuck. And then after that, we're getting snow this coming Monday. Not too much snow, thankfully. I'll break my back even more, but still. about 2 to 4 inches. They're saying maybe a little bit more. If you go down south around the Washington D.C. area, you're getting a lot. You're getting about 5 to 6 inches, maybe more than that. Who knows? But first official snowstorm of the year coming. Storm. I'm not talking about the coating to about an inch we got around Christmas time here in New York City, but getting a little bit more than that on Monday into early Tuesday. But it's going to be cold as balls this weekend in the first unofficial weekend of 2025 and into the first official week of 2025. It's going to be like 25 to 30 degrees here in New York City. It's not going to be fun, but we're going to get through it. And as always, January, February are the coldest months of the winter. And we might be getting more snowstorms, hopefully, way later. Not anytime soon. But after we get through Monday, then, we're going to be digging out. Well, not digging out. We're going to be cleaning up a little bit. And hopefully by Martin Luther King Day, which is coming up in a couple weeks, we'll be clearing that out. We don't get anything after that until maybe Groundhog's Day, and hopefully, that hedgehog sees his shadow. We get an early summer, like I think we did this past year. That hedgehog saw his shadow, so we didn't have to shoot it in the head. But we'll see what happens with the hedgehog coming up in about a month from now. But anyway, if you're in Times Square or you're going to a party, I'm going to be going to a party in about an hour or two. I'm going to watch NXT, then I'm going to have fun with my friends, and just party it up until midnight, and then I'll be back here by the time you can blink. But, no, my friends is like a half hour away. So, but it is what it is. So I'm going to party it up with the missus and our friends, because we have real life friends, so if you think otherwise, fuck you, because you can't prove it. So, but I'm going to have fun later on tonight with my friends, not at a bar. I'm going to be at a house, not at my friend's house, 45 minutes away from here, so it's going to be fun. And we're going to usher in the new year, and probably after that, probably like 1, I'd say about 1, maybe between 1 and 1:30 in the morning, I will do my official New Year's video, my first video of 2025. That will be on my Peter Joseph channel. And that's it. Then tomorrow, we'll do I'll do TSL 56, I believe, with my best of 2024 review, and also before, I really got nothing to do tomorrow because it's New Year's Day, so everybody's going to be sleeping anyway. I'm going to try to get at least 2 videos up tomorrow. That'll be NXT and the best of review. And then Thursday we'll do AEW, and then we'll do Wrestle Kingdom and Wrestle Dynasty. Late Thursday night. As far as TNA and Ring of Honor for the new year, I will see. I'm hoping to get it up by Friday, because I'm going to be very busy that weekend because of Wrestle Dynasty and Wrestle Kingdom. And then the final weekend of the year for football, thank God. But thank God for the Niners, they say. They lost 34 to 28 yesterday, which, no, it was, I forget what they lost by. It was 41-28, something like that. 40-28. Whatever it was, the Niners lost. It sucked. And then Brock got hurt with his elbow, the same elbow he got surgery on the UCL, but glad the UCL is not hurt again. That would be really bad. But he's got a bruise on his elbow, so he's not playing the season finale this Sunday. Josh Dobbs hopefully will be starting. And that idiot who can't kick a fucking field goal or an onside kick these days, Jake Moody, bye-bye, so long, farewell to your fucking ass after next week, and along with a whole bunch of other people. Nick Sorensen, bye. You're out of here. Fired. Special teams coach, bye. And hopefully Jed York, Kyle, and John Lynch, who are both of those guys going to be staying next season. Good. Hopefully we draft some offensive linemen, please. And a kicker. That's good. And they can actually kick 57-yard field goals, like Robbie Gould can do in his sleep. Maybe I'll wake him up and say, hey, you want to play for another year? Come on. You're 45 years old. Why not? Get in here. We'll see what happens with that. But the Niners' schedule next year came out, and it is pretty damn easy. Besides the division games, of course. You got the Giants, who are going to be horrible next year. You got the Texans on the road. I think the Browns on the road. Mostly the NFC South we're facing, and a couple other teams, like, but 2026-27 season, we're facing the NFC East, so we're playing the damn Cowboys, the Commanders, and the Eagles in 2026, so it doesn't get easy. I mean, next year will be easy. After that, 26, little dicey with those 3 games in the NFC East, plus the games in the division. That's 8 games. So there's 11 games, and you got to split up the six games after that for 2026. But next year, schedule I think is pretty damn easy for the Niners. But nothing is ever easy for the Niners. They're gonna be healthy. Brock's gonna come back in his final year of his rookie contract. Maybe he gets an extension after this season. Who knows? Bosa's gonna be back healthy. Drake Greenlaw is gonna be back healthy. Kittle and everybody's gonna be back healthy. Ayuk. The Niners are gonna come for revenge, and I think they're gonna win that NFC West by a lot, hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the draft, in preseason, and then hopefully whoever wins the Super Bowl gets a Super Bowl curse. Ha! I wish it was the Chiefs, but I hope the Chiefs in the playoffs to the Bills or maybe the Ravens. I don't know, but that'd be nice for I would love for if Taco's team beats the Chiefs. Taco's gonna go completely berserk because that's the way he is. But football officially ends. The season ends this Sunday, and then the playoffs on the 11th and 12th, the wild card games. That's what we got. So this weekend we got a lot of playoff seeding possibilities with the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings. Oh my! And maybe the Falcons in Tampa to decide the NFC South. Whatever it is, I hope it's going to go through I'm hoping it goes through Detroit and not so much Minnesota. But I still think it's going to be, I'm hoping it's going to be Lions-Bills in the Super Bowl. And not Lions-Chiefs, because the Chiefs are going to pay out the refs. Then we have to look at Taylor Swift 1,500 times during a fucking game. Ugh. And then we have to hear Kendrick Lamar, that schmuck, at the halftime show that nobody's going to even watch anyway. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, minus all that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I wasted 13 minutes of your time, but I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's my channel. If you don't like me talking about the weather and talk about sports that's unrelated to the topic at hand, then don't watch my fucking video, motherfucker! Go do your own video on your dead channel that nobody gives two fucks about. But you're gonna come to my channel because you love what I gotta say. You've been doing that for getting close to 16 years. And counting. And who knows when it's gonna end. Maybe by the summer I take a little break, but we'll see. But I'm pretty much good through WrestleMania, right? As of right now. But it could change because my schedule is changing in right around Easter, so my work schedule and my video schedule might be changing by mid-April. But right now I'm pretty damn good. Right now I'm good. But we'll see. Anytime between that, I'll let you guys know. But everything's good in the hood, as I say. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this New Year's Eve, it is time for the final video of the year, and it is time, how fitting on the main channel, it is time for your late and out-of-date final Monday Night Raw of 2024 and on the USA Network review for last night, December the 30th, 2024. And, like I said, the final 2-hour show of 2024 permanently, and the final show on that great network of USA. Alright, so last night was a pretty decent show, not great, but at certain parts, they were great. We'll get to that in a minute. But an end of an era, 30 some odd years, I think it was 34, 35 years of Monday Night Raw on the USA Network. I think it was, yeah, around 33, I think it was. I lost the count. But anyway, good times on Raw, bad times on Raw, epic times on Raw, and everything in between. So, we got that. So, for the final time of 2024, here's your Monday Night Raw review as we go to Netflix this coming Monday for a big show. It's going to get a big, well, we can't call it ratings anymore, but, big viewership, let's call it, because, Netflix goes by viewership, not by ratings, because Nielsen doesn't count on Netflix. That too. So let's get that. Alright, for the final time, our commentary team of Joe Tessitore and my good friend, Bad News Reed Bennett. I'm afraid Joe got some bad news for you. We're going to the post-show. Yeah, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett have been relegated to the post-show as starting Monday night. So after Raw, you can watch Raw Talk, or whatever they're going to call it, on Netflix, right after the show, at 11 o'clock, or 11:05. I guess they're going to go at 11. I don't think there are going to be no overruns on Netflix. I mean, they should go overruns. This Netflix. What are you going to watch on Netflix? Oh, we got to stop at 11. Why? Well, there's something coming up on Netflix. What? Did you know there's going to be overruns on Netflix? I don't know about HBO Max for AEW next Wednesday, but we'll see. We'll see. TBS and TNT maybe, but during the year, but we'll see. Alright, so Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett will be doing the post show after the Netflix debut, which will be commentated by Mitchell Cole, and returning for a full year. He's not going to be taking any time off unless he has to. That's Pat McAfee, and on SmackDown, we're still going to have the same. We're going to have Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave for 2025 and maybe beyond, but we'll see. With that. Alright, so for the final time, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett welcome us to the show. And we get interrupted by the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston! Boom! So they come out, fans are not pleased, they're getting booed out of every place they go to these days. Boston, the Garden in New York City, the mecca of all arenas, we all know that. They got booed in Orlando, they got booed in Miami, they get booed everywhere. So, oh, by the way, we are emanating from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. Scared them Cowboys that night. So, the New Day come out, fans don't want them to talk, so they're basically getting Dominic Gargano heat. Hey, my son Eddie gets so much heat, he's like the nuclear Latino heat, ese pero. I know. That's your son? That's your fruit of your loins, ese pero. Eddie. I know. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year to Eddie, then you in China. Oh, Happy New Year to you, ese. Okay, thank you. Gonna get drunk tonight with China. We're gonna have a little sangria at the bar, all that good shit. Yeah, probably. Gonna give China Latino heat later? No comment, ese. Okay. Yeah, you guys have fun up there, up in heaven. Just watch your Jerome, because, he's a psychopath, What'd you say, motherfucker? Nothing. Nothing, Jerome. Go back to snorting cocaine. You know what? I gotta say happy birthday. Mike! What? Get in here for a second. Okay, come in. Hi, everybody! Mike Awesome here! Hi, Happy New Year! Okay. Thank you, Mike. Anyway, Mike, I just want to wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sir! Okay, thank you. By the way, Mike, I actually saw a video today on Twitter. Remember when you beat the fucking shit out of Spike Dudley and his so-called girlfriend? Oh yeah, that bitch! I knocked her teeth down her throat. She was busted wide open. I loved it. Yeah, I did too. And then Spike good old man, he started hitting on you. Yeah, he my puny hits. He's fucking 125-pound piece of shit. I picked him up and I fucking powerbombed him through a freaking table at ringside because I'm awesome. Yes, you are. Yes, Mike, you are a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I'm gonna get in before the Miz, hopefully. I hope so. Put up your petitions now for Mike Awesome to be in the Hall of Fame in the next couple years. We gotta get Mikey in. We gotta get him in before the Miz. Because that's the real... Mike Awesome is more awesome than the Miz, right, Mike? That's right! I know. Alright, Mike, you have fun. Just be yourself at the bar. You know, there's gonna be a lot of ladies, you know, showing their boobies and all that shit. Just don't powerbomb anybody except for Jerome. Now, I'll watch for Jerome. He's a psychopath. But I'll be good. Okay. Just, you know. Oh, by the way, if you see Bray Wyatt and Jay Briscoe and Terry Funk, tell myself hello, okay? I will. You have a great show, and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody! Bye! Okay, get out of here. They're gonna party up there in heaven, man. Jay Briscoe, Bray Wyatt, Brody Lee, Brody King. Well, not Brody King, sorry. Brody Lee, Bruiser Brody. Everybody up there, they're gonna have fun up there in heaven. Probably having fun right now. I mean, heaven doesn't really have a time zone, as far as I know, but happy New Year to everybody up in heaven, and to all you too. In New York right now, 4 hours and 57 and change minutes. Well, 4 hours, 57 minutes. Yeah. What am I talking about here? 4 hours, 57 minutes, and a few seconds. So the countdown is on. That ball is still up there, as far as I know. And for all the people in Puerto Rico, I heard there was a big, huge power outage that's gonna last for a couple days. That sucks. So I don't know how they're gonna drop the ball down in Puerto Rico. But anyway, to Issa and everybody in Puerto Rico, hope you get your power back pretty soon, and Happy New Year anyway. No, I'm not being mean. I'm just saying I hope you get your power back. Happy New Year to the Puerto Rican princess, the demon diva herself, my best friend Issa. And if you don't like her, fuck you. And that's all I gotta say about that. And if you don't like me, well, fuck you too. And I hope you have a rotten 2025. Full of bad luck. And that's pretty much it. Hope you had a great day, everybody. I had an amazing day so far. And I'm gonna hope it continues on to 2025. But we'll see. But, you know, I had a really tumultuous 2024. Thankfully, I'm forgetting it today. And then tomorrow, forget about everything else as well. And then start day one tomorrow. Day one, all the new start, hard reset. Not really giving a fuck about anybody or anyone except myself and my friends and my family a little bit. That's the only people I'm gonna care about. Everybody else, you pretty much can kiss my fucking Italian ass. And if you don't like it, tough shit. Because you're not gonna do anything about it, so I care less. But that's that. So to everybody, all my good friends on here, Happy New Year. To all my fans, Happy New Year. And to all my friends offline, Happy New Year to you as well. And to everybody else that doesn't like me, well, I hope you have a crappy old year, and I hope you have a bad 2025, like I said. That's that. Alright, let's get into Monday Night Raw before NXT comes on and at the top of the hour. That's the final show of the year, pretty much for everything in wrestling. And then we start tomorrow with Fight for the Fallen AEW Live from Asheville, North Carolina. It's going to be a great show for Fight for the Fallen. That's it. Alright, so the New Day come out to interrupt. They're getting booed, blah, blah, blah. And then finally, Kofi says, we don't have much time. Well, obviously, because Jey Uso comes out, the Yeet Man, comes through the crowd, get the full entrance with the crowd. Then Xavier Woods thinks the fans like Jey Uso, you think? That earns him some boos, and then he's stunned that he can't even talk to Jey these days. Well, I wonder why. Then after a while of booing and can't hear Kofi and Xavier, Jey Uso says, "You, this sucks. You, this sucks." And then they chant because the crowd's a bunch of marks. So they go to the back. Thank the Lord, we don't have to hear from them anymore till next year. So Jay's by himself, and really can't say much because the fake as fuck bloodline show up on the screen. We have Solo Mibuki, the resident gremlin. That's Tama Tonga. And also, the man who loves pretty much everything, and Solo, Jacob Fatu. I love you, Solo! He had a great year. Breakout star of the year, in my eyes, in WWE. Because he had an amazing year when he debuted. I hope he gets a title. At least some type of title. Not the tag titles, I don't count. Even though technically it did because he teamed up with Tama Tonga when Tonga Loa got hurt the first time with his eye. Now he's hurt with his pec. The guy can't keep off the injured list. But we'll see what happens with that. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, so the Bloodline pop up. And Solo says, "Jay, you should have stuck with us instead of going back to your boy, Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief. Put up your ones for the final time in 2024 and acknowledge him and acknowledge the prophecy and the purge for the final time in 2024. Acknowledge us. And acknowledge Roman too." So, Solo says, "Next week, I will become the official Tribal Chief, keeping my Ula Fala in that Tribal Combat match. And everyone is going to acknowledge him." No, fuck you. So as Solo's continuing on with his spiel, the crowd going nuts, what's going on? Drew McIntyre, DM Hunk, comes to the crowd, jumps Jey Uso from behind, then he goes for the Claymore, it took too long, and Jey Uso hits a super kick, and then he's trying to pick him up. Drew, I think both of them hit the Glasgow Kiss headbutt, so both of them kind of went down, even though Drew got up. And then, tries to go for the, Claymore again. And I think he hit the no, he left, or he teased leaving. Then because agents and referees came out to save Jay. That didn't help. Because Drew comes back in, hits the Claymore. And then he leaves for good. As you see Daivari and referees and Kenny Dykstra of all people saying, "Hey, Jamie Noble, hey, stop, get out of here!" Like, you're gonna stop Drew McIntyre or anybody else these days. Stick to your day job. Whatever that is. Because they're doing a bad job, stopping all these maniacs and the women, too, from, killing each other. I mean, probably is a good job, pays well, but, do I want it? No, not really. I mean, yeah, I mean, if I can put my hands around Io in a decent way, not a, one of those ways, but, Io will let me do it anyway, but I don't give a shit, because she's my third wife. And Kyrie and Asuka, everybody else, I have to be easy, Sit down, boy! Sit down! But I digress. But yeah, if it pays well, I would like to be one of those security guards, or not getting beat up, of course. But I'm retired. But I'll be like one of those security guards that don't get beat up and just gets away. Oh, don't beat me up! Or just get randomly picked on. Boom! Gets hit with a pile driver or some shit. You would love to see that, right? Some of you. But hopefully, hope it happens to you first. But I digress. Alright, so that segment was pretty decent. So, and then later on, Jay talks to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce gives Jay a late Christmas present. And this Monday night on Raw, we got one-on-one Jay Uso taking on Drew McIntyre on the 3-hour premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. So it should be pretty damn good. So Drew went through Sami Zayn. He beat the crap out of Jimmy. Now he's gonna probably beat up Jay, and then I guess his next stop is Roman. So what that might tell you something, that Roman and Drew might be going at it sometime next year. And Drew will get his ass kicked again. Without help from, like, the Usos or Solo. But, I mean, we'll see what happens when we get there. So, 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Then we go to the gorilla position, right near the entrance. And Kathy Kelly is with American Made. We had Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. Shush, thank you. So he's there with the Creed brothers, Joey, Jess, and Brutus, and the beautiful Ivy Nile. And talks to him about his match coming up with the big fat man, Otis. And, basically, Gable says, I'm gonna beat Otis like I beat Akira Tozawa last week. And, we're gonna stop Alpha Academy at all costs. So we got that. So I gave that little segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go right into our first official match of the night. We got Otis and Chad Gable. Was a, it was an okay match. Nothing great. Everybody at ringside, even Maxine Dupree, the now engaged Maxine Dupree, lucky bastard, could be hitting that sweet poochang. Should have been me. But anyway. Alright, so basically Otis was using his power. Gable, he started working on the big fat leg of Otis. Started working on that. Goes to a swan dive. Missed. No water in the pool for you, sir. And then Otis is getting all mad. He hits the corner splash, and he hits the caterpillar for a near fall. Oh, yeah. So he hits that. And then Ivy Nile and Maxine start brawling on the floor. We have a cat fight! We need Joey Styles to come on. Cat fight! We got that. And then, in the ring, they get back in the ring, and Gable locks Otis in the ankle lock. Otis is in trouble, but he kicks Gable out to the floor. And then Judas and Brutus come in. I'm like, where's the fucking DQ here? Referee! Do something! Do something! You idiot! So, no disqualification. I'm surprised. I don't even know why. So, Otis throws Gable at both of them. And then he locks in his own version of the ankle lock. That gets broken up easily. For a German suplex by the big strongman Gable. But Otis comes right back, takes down Chad Gable again. And then Ivy Nile gets on the apron. This caused some interference. I'm like, where the hell was Maxine? I think Maxine got taken out. I don't know what happened to her. So Ivy's interference lets Chad Gable get lock in the ankle lock. Then he grapevines the leg, and Otis does what he does best. Tapped out in under 9.5 minutes. So Gable gets the win over pretty much the entire Alpha Academy. So Tozawa lost last week. Otis loses this week. I can imagine Maxine loses next week to Ivy Nile. There's a match there, but I mean, it is what it is. And I heard a rumor that Gable and the Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile are going to SmackDown because of the portal, the transfer window, whatever the fuck they're calling it. So I think they'll do better on SmackDown than they're doing right on Raw. They don't have to look at the Wyatt Six anymore. Even though they got that feud was like. That feud was just boring and it lasted too long. Like, every, 4 or 5 weeks, they were getting, Wyatt Six were just beating the shit out of American Made. And now, they're feuding with the Final Testament is going on for a little bit too long. I think, when's it gonna end? Now you put Miz in the mix, and ugh. And now Nikki Sixx, holy shit. Nikki Cross is biting Scarlett Bordeaux's ass on house shows, which is not a bad thing, but I wish it was me, but sorry, Killer Cross, I know he's probably listening to me, gonna kick my ass later, but okay. They got that, and they had Dexter losing to Miz last week. I mean, I think the Wyatt Six needs to get away from all these factions and just go on their own. See what happens with that, but we move on. Alright, after that we get a nice little video promo from Rhea Ripley's mommy. She wants her title back that she really never lost. Liv is all laughing about that, laughing about hurting mommy, after WrestleMania, right before SummerSlam, where Rhea came back and lost because of Dom Dom. He was like with Liv, then he's back with Mommy, then he turned on her at SummerSlam, and he's been with Liv ever since. And Liv has her best friend back, Raquel Rodriguez, and now she has friends with Finn, JD McDumpfuck, and Cordito. Not that they do anything, but so. So we have all that, and Liv says, I'm going to finish you off for good, and then Mommy's like, this has to end, and both go, for good. So we got a last woman standing match for the Raw Women's Championship this Monday. I hope Mommy wins, because if not, she ain't getting that title at WrestleMania unless she wins the Royal Rumble, which I doubt. I doubt she wins that, or the Elimination Chamber, which she won last year, so. I think if anybody wins, it should be Io. After what happened last night, get your popcorn out. Hunter, you're going to get obliterated. But we got that. So I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, speaking of the Judgment Day, we go to their clubhouse. They have plans for, they have plans for Rhea and the Raw Raiders, Eric and Ivor, are teaming up with Poppy to take on, I think it's Fiend Balor, Dom Dom, and JD McDumpfuck. So they all leave, even Liv and Dom. They go probably somewhere to fuck. I don't know, but so Raquel is there, and Fiend Balor, who is kind of like yelling at Liv a little bit, or not Liv wasn't there. Like Finn's like yelling and screaming and everything. He's like, she lost, and blah 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 blah. So Finn wishes Raquel luck. Well, I mean, I think she meant to tell Raquel. He told Raquel to tell Liv good luck. So it seems like who's the leader of Judgment Day? 1 week is Liv, 1 week is Finn. Dom's getting yelled at by Finn. Is he gonna be kicked out? I mean, what is going on? They got a new theme song. I guess the Alter Bridge's license for the other side expired, and Hunter can't pay the bill anymore. Sucks. It sucks. I mean, the theme isn't even that great. I mean, some Death Rebel bullshit. But I digress. We need better themes in wrestling. I can't stand this Death Rebel, minuscule rap garbage. I can't stand it. We need rap. We don't need rap. We need heavy metal songs for everybody. I know there's royalties involved, but still. Certain bands, they don't have royalties. Certain bands, like the big time, like Metallica, Megadeth. I mean, can you go to like the New Year's Day route, the Motionless in White, In This Moment route? Escape the Fate. Get the look. You don't have to get the big bands. You get the lesser bands. That's still rock. Get Slipknot. I don't know about Slipknot anymore, but I miss All Out Life with the old NXT theme before it became 2.0. I think it was like 2000. When time that song came out, 2017 to 18. I think it came out. That was a banger theme. But then NXT turned 2.0 and it turned gay. The stupid theme was boring. Down South Flying. Like, shut up! Now I think Megan Thee Stallion does that song. I don't even know who does the NXT theme song anymore. We need it back to heavy metal. I'm just saying. Just saying. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we move on. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we were supposed to get our Fool taking on Butch. Pete fucking Dunne. But Pete fucking Dunne, came out and jumped our Fool before the match, right in the entranceway, and then, the same fucking people come out, to stop the shit. So, no match there. So I was like, oh, this was a waste of fucking time. This could have been an email on it could have been on Main Event that nobody watches, or Speed. Not that anybody watches Speed. If you watch Speed, why? If you watch Main Event, why? I know some people do, why? I just say. All right. Then we go to the back. We have the lovely Dakota Kai. She's ready to beat Shayna. She's ready to beat Zoe Stark. And Io is ready to beat her arch nemesis, Layla Valkyria. So, Kathy's like, what would happen if you and Io would meet in the finals? So Dakota's like, well, I expect Io, we're good friends, and one of Damage Control is gonna win the belt. And then Io's like, I have respect for Dakota. We are friends, but in the ring we are enemies, or something like that. So, we'll see. I'm hoping we get an all Damage Control final. Did we? No. Stay tuned. Alright, so I gave that 3 to 5 stars. Then we go to the semifinals. Dakota Kai and Zoe Stark. So they come out, had a pretty damn good match. Underrated match of the night, by the way. And, Zoe gave it all. But Dakota Kai comes back. A basement drop kicking Zoe in their fall. Goes for a springboard. She springboard right into a super kick. And then Dakota hits the fireman's carry kick to head. 1, 2, 3. Dakota Kai goes to the finals next week, where she will take on either her best friend Io or the lassie bitch from Ireland, Lyra Valkyria. So, since Dakota won, guess who won against Lyra and Io? If you said Io, you're wrong. So, 8.5 minute match. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty good. Underrated, but good. Alright, then we get a long as fuck video highlight package of Monday Night Raw over the years, from the very first one at the Hammerstein Ballroom in the Grand Ballroom upstairs. Because I never had one in the Hammerstein ever. I think NXT will have one next year, because I read that Hunter and Shawn Michaels have been talking about maybe running NXT at the Hammerstein one sometime next year. Will be good? Probably, but then they can't do like a whole weekend like AEW did with Final Battle. They taped Ring of Honor this week, and I think last Thursday, and I think this week as well. Or it's going to be taped on tomorrow night from Asheville, North Carolina. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so we see the history of Monday Night Raw, which didn't leave a lot of people out. We saw Matt Cardona, we saw Punk, we saw Kevin Owens, of course. We saw a lot of people that we haven't seen before. We saw Macho Man Randy Savage, oh yeah! Who was on a couple of Monday Night Raws here and there before he went to WCW. So a lot of old school people. Even the GOAT of all goats, The Undertaker. It's not Roman, I'm sorry. I know I'm a big Roman mark. But I think the GOAT of the GOAT of goats in the modern era is and will always be The Undertaker. And if you think otherwise, well, fuck you. But I digress. Alright, so we'll see who Dakota Kai faces next in the finals of the Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament, which is next week. And we're going to have our first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, which I bet you nothing they're going to give to Lyra Valkyria. I bet you nothing. Because with the Poorly Fried Chicken, PFC, and Damage Control feud still kind of lingering, with Kairi getting hurt, Kairi wants revenge. We'll probably have to wait till after Netflix for that. But I have a feeling they're going to give it to Lyra. Well, then again, maybe they give it to Dakota, because last time Lyra actually beat Io, we all know what happened. Nia, Jack squashed her like a fucking bug that she is at Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. So I don't think they're gonna give the belt to Lyra. I think they're gonna give the belt to Dakota. So Damage Control will get a belt, and then Asuka will be back by the Rumble, and everything will be peaches and cream once again. Everything will be good in the hood. That Asuka's back. Hopefully she wins the Rumble. It'll be her and Io. That would be fun if Io, Kairi, and Asuka the final 3. The Black Lotus Tribe in the finals, in the final 3 of the Royal Rumble. Who wins? I don't know. Probably be Asuka. But I think because she's the oldest one of the group. Asuka's like 40-something years old. Io and Kairi are in their 30s, by the way, if you didn't want to know what their ages are. But it's still hot. That's why Io, Kairi, and Asuka and Mina are my Asian wives. Yeah, Mina is now mine. No contract, nothing. Love you, Mina. We have sushi later. No. Not later. We got that. Alright, so we got that. Then we go into a 6-man tag team match back inside the Toyota Arena. We have the Judgment Day, Fiend Balor, JD McDumbfuck, and Dominic Guerrero S.A. I think Carlito was at ringside too. They take on the new tag team champions of Raw, Eric and Ivar, War Machine, and they team up with their Ring of Honor friend, because they're all from Ring of Honor, or formerly of Ring of Honor, and that's Poppy Priest, Damian Priest. So Poppy goes right after Finn to start, because that feud ain't gonna end yet. And then they go back and forth, and the Phils are knocked off the apron, and then there was JD McDumbfuck and Dom went right into the announce table. Ow. Go to break, come back. Everything break, all 6 men in the ring. Poppy comes in, because he was on the outside. Comes in, wreaks havoc. Cleans house. Then, tries to shout to heaven, but then Dom takes out Poppy's knee. But that didn't really stop Poppy. He tried for the Razor's Edge. That got broken up. And then Priest's like, alright, Dom. Boom. Shout to heaven. 1, 2, 3. Poppy, Priest, and War Machine get the win over Judgment Day, which they're not really set well with Finn. Match, I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Finn... no, actually, nothing happened after the match. I thought Finn did something after the match, but obviously he did not. Sorry, Eddie, your son got his ass kicked. That's okay, he did very well. Okay, as long as he did well, you were pleased. That's all that matters. Moving on. Alright, then like I mentioned, Adam Pearce gives Jey Uso a match next week with Drew McIntyre, so that should be pretty damn good. Then we see, I think this might be the final vignette for Pentagon Zero Miedo. So we got that. So Pentagon is coming next week on Netflix. Can't wait for that. He's gonna be breaking arms, kicking ass, talking in Spanglish, which we don't know. Knows to speak that great English. Yo soy Pentagon. Zero Miedo. I want to see Pentagon Dark. Not Pentagon that we saw mostly in AE dub. Eventually we're going to get Rey Fenix, hopefully when he becomes free. Whenever Tony Khan says, alright, you can go. Get out of here. But I want to see Pentagon the way he was in Lucha Underground, where he just didn't give a fuck. Breaking bones. I feel bad for EO because when the Black Lotus tribe debuted in Lucha Underground, EO fought Pentagon, and Pentagon fucked her up. He fucked her up bad. Broke her arm. Gave it a package power driver. He was basically half dead. Ugh. And you thought when Minoru Suzuki beat the shit out of Asuka in Japan, before Asuka even joined WWE, you thought that beatdown was sad. Woo! Pentagon beating EO up in like 2014-15 was just like, oh, jeez. And nobody even knew who EO was. Because I think she had a different name in Lucha Underground, I don't know, but... I think we saw Kairi in that too. But I digress. Moving along. Speaking of moving along. We have Marcel Barthel in the ring. Comes out for a little chitty chat. He says, I'm the real star. And I have European elegance. You have elegance! No. Not Not you, Mark Martel. Anyway, should be in the Hall of Fame. So he says, I want Braun Breaker, and I want him out here right now. I want my Intercontinental title shot. Again, when you already lost that. So then, instead of Braun Breaker coming out, we got Sheamus Fella! So he comes out, beats the fuck out of Marcel. I bet you'll get a match on Monday out of that. Another brutal banger coming. So we got that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Moving on. Alright, then we go to the back where we have the LWO of Ray. We had Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza, Dragon Lee, and the beautiful Zelina Vega. Looking great as always. So they're talking to they're talking to Otis and Alpha Academy, giving them a little pep talk, saying, "Hey, you might have lost this, but keep up the fighting spirit, whatever." So they leave, and then the New Day come in. Xavier and Kofi come in. They start mocking Ray again for being a locker room leader. Blah blah blah. They kind of make, he makes fun of Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza. It's like, because Ray made a challenge for a tag team match next week, and the New Day start mocking him. It's like, who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be you? Is it gonna be you? Is it gonna be you in the mask? Or is it gonna be you in your 12-foot heels? And Zelina's like, what'd you say? Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, Zelina was ready to throw that chancla at them. I was like, please do. You better! Smack with the fucking chancla. So you don't mess with those Puerto Rican, Mexican chicks, man, or the Dominicans. Any Latin chicks, you do not make them angry, because they will fuck you up. Hit you with a chancla, hit you with a stick. I don't know. I mean, when Rosa gets mad, she hits me with the chancla, and then she goes to town on my dick. It makes my dick even worse, But that's another story for another time. But yeah. But yeah, if you make the Latin and Mexican chicks mad, they're gonna go off on you. They're gonna do the chanclas, hit you with a wooden spoon. Who knows? Sit on your face, not in a good way either. They're gonna kick your ass like the Latin Kings would do. You piss off any Puerto Rican man or Mexican or any Latino, you're gonna get fucked up. Because if they have family in like the Mexican cartel or whatever, whatever gang, the Latin Kings or the Mexican cartel, you're fucked. So, just saying for future reference. You know who you are. Just saying. Moving on. Alright, so we got a tag team match with Xavier and Kofi defending, not defending, I should say. They're going to be teaming up to fight Rey Mysterio and a mystery partner. I wonder who that could be. It better be Pentagon. If it's not Pentagon, I think Pentagon should come after the match, beat the fuck out of the entire LWO minus Zelina. Then again, maybe she'll break her arm in like 65 places, because, Zelina's like, tiny. No offense, Zelina, but, I would get out of that ring really fast if you see Pentagon. Because if you get your arm broken, I think your hubby, Tommy N, was like, alright, that's it, Tony, I'm out of here. Next thing you know, you'll be seeing Malachi Black on WWE TV going after Pentagon. You hurt my wife, bitch! Break your arm! Break your spirit. Whatever. So we got that. So we'll see what happens next this Monday night on Raw with that tag team match. Alright, then get the popcorn ready. Let's go. Alright, so we got Lyra Valkyria, the lassie bitch from Ireland, taking on Io Sky. And Io still cannot beat this bitch. I mean, really. Queen of the Ring, couldn't beat her. Speed, couldn't beat her. Third time, cannot beat Lyra. Good match, though. Back and forth they went. Io actually busted out a moonsault. She goes over the moonsault, and Lyra was working on the leg for most of the match. So, after Lyra was on the floor, Io tries for the moonsault, but comes up favoring her knee. Actually, she hit it on the floor, and then she tries to hit over the moonsault in the ring, and Lyra dodged it. Io lands on her feet, but her leg gave out. I was like, oh no. And then Lyra rolled her up with a bridge, like some type of weird pinning combination, and Io couldn't kick out. So Lyra gets the win. Fuck! So Lyra versus Dakota Kai this Monday. The winner becomes the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and I'm pulling for Dakota Kai. Because I do not want to see Lyra win it, because if she does, I hope she loses in a week. I hope she doesn't even have a long title reign. But knowing WWE these days, they'll probably give her like a 2-3 month reign. But at least Io looks strong, and I think the next step for Io is she has to win the Royal Rumble. She already won Money in the Bank, and then won the title from Bianca at SummerSlam last year. That was exciting. Then she proceeded to lose it. I forgot who did she lose that belt to? She loses that big Charlotte, I think. I forget. But I like to have Io win the Rumble, go on to face either Liv or Nia, whoever holds the belt by then. Then again, you get Io and Mommy. They kind of teased that, remember? Some of you remember when they were talking, when Mommy, I think it was right around War Games time, when Io was fighting Liv at Saturday Night's Main Event, and Io lost that, of course, and then Mommy's like, if you win, I give you a title shot, and it's like, I'll be waiting, or something like that. So, Mommy was waiting for Io to win that title, but might have to wait a little bit longer. But then again, Mommy could beat Liv on Monday, and then Io wins either the Chamber or the Rumble, or it could be Asuka too. I'd like to see that. Io against Mommy at Mania. I'd like to see Io win at Mania and hold it for like the rest of the year. But then again, then you're going to get Charlotte coming back, probably at the Rumble. I think Charlotte's going to get the SmackDown Women's title from Nia, or maybe Tiffy Tiff. I hope not from Tiffy, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I think Charlotte's going to get number 15 by WrestleMania time, or maybe a little bit after. Then, maybe by the end of the year, she ties her dad and that loser John Cena. It is what it is. If you hear noise in the background, fireworks are already going off. It's not even midnight yet here. There it is right now. You heard it. I think you might have heard that, but it's still going off. They're testing. They're testing the fireworks right now at almost 8 o'clock at night. And they're going to be going on after midnight. It's going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours of straight fireworks. Insane! I know, yeah, it's New Year's Eve. You're going into 2025. Can we stop the fireworks after at 12:30, not go to 1:30, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning when people are trying to sleep? Or at least trying to sleep. But then again, they're probably fucking, who knows? They're in the middle of fucking boom, 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 boom. You know. What is that? Oh, we have fireworks in the bedroom. Oh, yeah, and outside, too. Yeah, and then they're probably going to continue through most of 2025 in the first couple of days. And then by the time we hit April, we're going to get more in April all the way up to and past July 4th. It never ends. Shoot them off at random times, like 8 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Why are we shooting fireworks off at 3 o'clock in the morning? I mean, is that a big party? Or we're just doing it randomly? Probably randomly anyway, but it's just... it is what it is. Anyway, Lyra gets the win over Io. Hunter, you're a bitch. Fuck you! And that's all I gotta say about that. Bad decision to have Lyra beat Io. I wanted to see Io and Dakota Kai go at it. But maybe next year if Io turns. But look at that. Alright, so I gave that match 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on Roman and Solo Mibuki Tribal Combat for the Ulafata. We see The Rock. I think we might see The Rock next week. Because he's going to be at the Rumble. Oops, spoiler. And he might win it. But that, no, actually, there was a leaked card with a leaked entrance, and The Rock was going to be number 30, and Cena's going to be in, I think, in the top 10 to 20, I think. And then that leaked photo showed Cena and The Rock at the final 2, and Cena was going to throw The Rock out. So Cena's going to go on to Mania to probably face either Walter or Cody, most likely. So they may be doing Cody and Cena. I'm like, ah, shit. Who do I root for in that match? I hope it's a draw. But I have to root for Cody because do we want to see Cena break the record at Mania? I hope not. I really, really, really hope not. Maybe we should go after the NXT title. Maybe Cena and Trick Willie will go at it, or oh, this will be fun. Oba! Who? Femi versus Cena. Cena gets his fucking ass beat by the god of Wakanda. That'll be fun. That'll be fun to see Cena groveling in pain and basically getting squashed like he did at WrestleMania. Oh, what year was that? Not 32. Oh, was it 32? I think it was 32, or maybe after that, when Taker came out, and Cena was, like, scared of The Undertaker, and we all thought that Cena was going to break the record, break the streak of The Undertaker. Thankfully, that didn't happen, because basically Cena lost in, like, 5 minutes. It was fun. It was great. Seeing the GOAT of all GOATs, The Undertaker, mop the floor with pretty boy John Cena at WrestleMania. It was fun. This was after Brock conquered the streak, and I think it was right after Roman beat him. This is my yard dog. And everybody hated Roman. I even hated him. After he beat Taker at WrestleMania 33, I was like, fuck. But it had a purpose because, Taker was pretty much on his way out. Because, I don't think I don't know, I think it was 35 that, Taker beat, Cena. It had to be 35, because I think Cena was there, and then Taker came out and just beat his ass. But I thought it was in Dallas, but, at 32, but I think it was at 35. But whatever one it was, Taker kicked his ass. And then Taker's final WrestleMania was 36, we all know. The Boneyard match with AJ. That's highly underrated, by the way, too, but that was the final match of The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Because he wasn't at 37, he wasn't at 38, 39. He was at 40, but he just, beat up The Rock, mostly. He was just he didn't have a match, but Taker says he's in great shape, so if he wanted to do one more match, I'd say, yeah, bring him back at WrestleMania, let him beat somebody like Cena, or, I don't know, not Cena, but who could he possibly beat on the roster? The main roster, I'm saying. You can't do another one with Triple H because of his, his heart and everything. Shawn Michaels, and everybody really want to see that again? Nah. The third time. Like, I lost to you twice, I want to beat you now. No, you're not. I think if anybody on the roster, I'd like to see him and Seth Rollins go at it. Or maybe Oba. Or, you know what would be fun? Undertaker and Uncle Howdy. What could have been Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker if Bray Wyatt was still alive today. I mean, we did get that at 31. Decent, the setup was alright. It could have been way better. And then, and it was in the day, right as the sun was going down, Taker's entrance comes out. It was just epic. And then Taker beats Bray Wyatt. But you knew that was coming. Because the year after the streak ended with Brock, you think Taker's going to lose a second year in a row? Nope. But I would love to see if Taker has one more match in him. I would love to see Taker versus Uncle Howdy and the promos that would be. It would be epic. Alright, so we get that. Alright, speaking of epic, we go to the end of the show, the final segment of the USA Network era. Seth freaking Rollins. So he comes out in a great suit made famous by the Men's Warehouse, which when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you want to look like Seth freaking Rollins? Then you tell them you want to look like Seth freaking Rollins. You get a nice suit, get a nice tie, get a nice pair of pants. And maybe, just maybe for some of you, but when I go, they tell me they're going to like the way I look. They guarantee it, but for you, probably not. For some of you, will, even if you get a good suit, you'll still look like shit. But for some of you, some of my faithful fans out there, my subs and everybody, you want to go to the Men's Warehouse, please say, hey, I want to look like Peter Joseph, my friends. I was like, oh, get you the best suit in the house. Get you a 10% discount. No, I'm kidding. maybe, you know. Some of those guys at the Men's Warehouse know me, so. But it is what it is. Alright, CM Punk comes out and face-to-face with Seth freaking Rollins, and this was fucking epic. They trade insults, and then Rollins gets right to the point, brings up Punk leaving to go to AEW, and how did that go? You took a chunk of change, you went to the competition, how did that go? And then you came back to get all the credit. And then Punk talks about respecting the pioneers because they have all the arrows in his back, and you know, he took them all out. He says, I like being here, but I hated, you know, the guy that ran things around here, Vince McMahon reference. And he's like, oh, he loved you, being the, you know, Seth being the corporate guy. And a little bit of a jab to Hunter too, if you think about it. And Steph. Hi, Steph. Look, with that. So he says, there was also, like, I haven't seen a man around these parts, and then, blah, 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 and Seth's like, oh, well, you know, she's off taking care of her baby, something you wouldn't know there, Punk. Oh! Punk's probably going back to Chicago, and I was like, hey, AJ, take off your clothes, we're gonna make a baby. Shit. Punk is mad. He was pissed at that. You saw his face. It was like, fuck! I'm 47. I haven't had a kid yet. You know, I gotta go home to Chicago and bang AJ Lee in that ass. You know. Oh, Punky Brewster. You know, you've been married to AJ for a couple since I think 2015, almost 10 years now. You haven't. You know, I mean, I know you have done that, but I mean, you haven't knocked her up yet. Come on now, dude. She's in her prime. I mean, do I have to do it for you? I could, man. Because I love to tap that sweet ace of AJ Lee. Fuck you, Phil. Get out of here. But I digress. So anyway, so Phil, CM Punk says, I'm bringing a bunch of arrows and putting them down your throat next week. And then Seth says, Punk, you're a cancer that I will cut out next week, and I'm going to burn your ass to the ground. I was like, shit. This is going to be a brawl. It's going to be brutality to the max. This is going to be epic. It should have happened at WrestleMania, but we're doing it early. It's still going to be epic. I think that's definitely going to be the main event next week of the show. We're going to have Roman on next week, of course, but I don't know if they're going to... I would, if I was, you know, Hunter, put Roman in the end of the show. Not Punk, and I know Seth and Punk was like a great main event, but I would put that at hour 2. Make that the main event of hour 2. Put that right before 10 o'clock or at 10. Let it go for about 20, 25 minutes at max, maybe. And then you have Roman and Solo pretty much go for the entire rest of the show. So I know that's going to last 20, 30 minutes at most. And who knows, and all the chaos that's gonna happen with Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, maybe the Wise Man comes out. Then he got Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and who knows if, The Rock shows up near the end. I think The Rock does show up, but he will show up after the match. And then he'll come out and go, look at my ear, I got goosebumps. And then he does this again. Like he did when he came back earlier this year. I think it was a SummerSlam. Was it SummerSlam or Clash of the Castle, I think it was. But in any case, yeah, he came out, does this thing with his elbow, with his stupid freaking goosebumps, and he's like, we didn't even know the significance of that. I think now we do, because when Rock comes back, he's gonna do this, and then he's probably gonna point at, if he points at Roman, you know that match is happening. Roman versus The Rock at Mania. I would love for Roman and The Rock to be in the Rumble, and they're trying to team together, and then Roman's like, well, fuck you, Rock, throws him out by accident. Oops! And then I think, maybe that favor somehow comes in with Punk. Now, they're teasing Roman versus, Punk at Mania. Do I want to see it? No. Do I want to see Punk win? No. That favor is something with Punk and Paul Heyman. I would hate to have Paul Heyman turn on Roman at Mania, or before Mania, or at Mania, and then Roman's by himself. All he has is Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy, and no Wise Man again. He's gonna be all alone, and then Punk's gonna be with Paul Heyman throughout the rest of the year. God forbid, and then he probably beats Walter for the belt. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so that was an epic segment, epic way to end the USA Network era. 4.5 out of 5 stars. And officially, my final rating for the final Raw of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, 7.5 out of 10 stars. And that's it. So, we end an era, and now Monday night will begin a new era, the Netflix era. This Monday night, 3 hours from 8 to 11 on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, you can watch it on a free stream. But it is what it is. Well, we're gonna come together on Monday to watch the first episode of Monday Night Raw on Stream and not a cable network. So let's see how that goes for the next, however, I think it's like a 5-year deal. I forgot how many years they got it on Netflix. I think it was like 5-6 years, something like that. But we'll see what happens with that. Then we got HBO Max starting off this streaming service with AEW, how that goes. There might be some like little lagging issues with Netflix and Max. That's too, that's already been evident. So we're gonna see. It's gonna come with the territory, so you gotta get used to it. But fortunately for me, I get Max for free, so I don't even. Even if I didn't have TBS and TNT, I get Max for free, so it's whatever. But it's not going to move off TNT and TBS for the foreseeable future. So, we'll see what happens with that. And now with Monday's open. We got nothing on Monday on cable TV. Tony Khan? Are you thinking about what I'm thinking? Shockwave on Monday night? I know you got to deal with Monday Night Football. But still, at least we have something to watch on Monday night. But then again, you think about we got a Monday Night War. Actually, we don't. Because it's not on network TV. So it wouldn't count to the ratings, Raw got 70 million viewers on Netflix. Whoop-de-goddamn do. Shockwave, 400,000. Yay! And Shockwave should really be, what Rampage used to be, or put in Ring of Honor. Hey, Ring of Honor Mondays would be nice. But, we'll see what happens when Tony Khan decides to put Shockwave. Either puts it on a Monday or Friday. I'd rather him put it on Monday so you don't really have to worry too much about baseball and hockey and basketball playoffs that much. Even if you tape it, it'd be fun. But it'll be fine, but whatever. So we'll see what happens with that in 2025. Alright guys, that is it for my final video of 2024. Thank you all for watching this entire year. We had some good times, we had some bad times. We had, the rise of the shorts, basically. On my Peter Joseph channel and my rant channel. Thank you all for that. To all the subs that came out of that. And even without the subs, without the shorts, thank you all for subbing, even if you're a fake-ass fucking prick troll. Thank you for watching, asshole. And thank you for subbing. Thank you for the comments and everything else. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for that. Hope you have a great New Year, and Happy New Year to everybody overseas. We're 4 hours away from dropping that goddamn ball. Well, New Year's Eve, and just about 4 hours from now. And that's it. So to end 2024, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say in my videos, peace out, rock on, and rock hard into the new year with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that in 2024, and if you're not going to be down with that in 2025, me, the prophecy, the greatest thing in the whole wide world, which will never end and never will be defeated because we're endless. So, with all that, if you're not down with the prophecy, not down with the purge, not down with me, the missus, and everybody else, we all got 3 of the greatest words you will ever hear in your lifetime, and going into next year too. And that is, fuck you, man. That's it. Have a happy new year, everybody. If you're out and about in the bars, be safe and be responsible. This year, even if you're gonna have the drunk sex tonight, be responsible anyway. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright guys, I'm gonna be getting out of here in a little bit to go to my New Year's Eve party. And like I said, tomorrow, NXT review, and then the best of 2024. As we get the first couple videos of 2025 coming tomorrow. But I do got my New Year's, I can't even talk. My New Year's video right after the ball drops. Not after the ball drops. Maybe like a half hour to an hour after the ball drops. My first video of 2025. It's going to be exciting. Going to be epic. And I hope you watch on the Peter Joseph channel. So thanks for watching. And until the new year, I have to say adios, everybody. And until next year, peace.